After injuries, accidents, traumas, or even sudden startles, the body will go into a protective posture. We'll round around the heart, the lungs, the gut. We'll bring our shoulders up and forward to protect the neck and the throat. We make ourselves less vulnerable when we feel threatened or we're injured. Sometimes, if that posturing becomes habitual, either because one big thing happens and leaves us in that position because this is what it's going to take to survive from now on, or a series of smaller, maybe more manageable things stack up in less time than we really have to manage them well, they can build up and we get into this posturing habit of defense and protection. A couple of things happen then. We'll start to lay down scar tissue around some of the joints to reduce their mobility. If movement is dangerous, if we can't unwind in order to relax and soften because it's not safe to do so, we won't. We'll stay bound. And our bodies will adapt to that by laying down scar tissue around non-moving places to hold them more stable. The ligaments and tendons can also change shape and reconform around the new posture, shortening and becoming more rigid in order to hold the shape that we're holding. All of this actually is in a feed-forward cycle with your brain. Your brain will scan your body and say, hey, how we doing, body? Oh, we're all bound up like we need to protect ourselves. There must be a good reason for that. So we better keep the threat level in the nervous system high. Whether we hang out in fight or flight or closer to fight or flight than we used to be, either way, we're now in a chronically stressed state. We know that 90% of all illnesses have a chronic stress component or a stress component. And that observation is part of why chiropractic's history is riddled with sort of pseudoscientific claims about we can cure anything, because we've seen a number of things resolve that we don't have a musculoskeletal explanation for. Because the explanation is not musculoskeletal, it's neurological. Now, those claims are pseudoscientific, and I'm not here to do any more of that. What I'm here to talk about is the reduction of a threat response by restoring normal information flow from joints that used to have more movement, but now have less movement because of injury, accident, trauma, or protection. By getting normal movement signals back up to the brain lowers the alarm response. You can experience this for yourself if you just give yourself a really soft, subtle, seaweed-like sway back and forth for, 10 seconds with a couple of breaths. You'll feel, if you're not pushing, stretching, or slamming into your body, a calming sensation. That's how chiropractic actually works, is by restoring normal movement to the body, the brain gets normal threat response signals, reducing stress and helping any number of things get better more easily. I hope this helps.